Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Yappers Club.
Hello, everyone. Hi, I'm back. I am in a great mood today. You would think I wouldn't be after my last week's episode, like last week's episode, which, I've been kind of lacking in episodes lately just because the bitch is going insane. But today is a great day for me because, as you all know, I have been living in this apartment for like almost 2 years. И в тези 2 години аз не съм имал климатик. I know, shocking. Не знам, ако някой ме пита как съм оцелял лятото. Girl, just surviving. Literally just that. And I finally got an AC. I finally got one. It is right there, and it's blowing the fuck out of my back right now. And I love it. I've never felt more happy and more grateful to God, to the universe, to my parents, to like everything and everyone. And I'm in a great mood today, but we're gonna bring the mood down because today I wanted to talk about a lot of things. But first things first, if you're new here, hi, hello, you can subscribe, you can like the video if you want, and if you don't want to do that, then you shouldn't have to do that. What I wanted to say is that lately, as you saw in the last episode, I've just been thinking a lot about summer, a lot about what the fuck I want to do this summer, how the summer makes me feel, and what is summer for me. And the longer I thought about it, the more I was like, wait. So summer is not even that bad though. Because, like, I convinced myself that summer is, like, terrible. And, like, oh my god, every summer is terrible. I hate it. Like, it's horrible. I'm always depressed. And it's like, and most times that is the case. Unfortunately, that summer for me is just depressive, sad, and just all in all, just bad and negative energy. But, lately, I was like, okay, so let me look it up. Let me see why I feel the way I feel. And I discovered a thing called summertime depression. Or or summertime sadness, if you want to say that. But summertime depression is a real thing because we all know seasonal depression exists, right? Some people get more depressed and more sad and more, just like down in the dumps during like a specific season, whether that be winter, fall, because fall is like, oh my god, we start school, we start university, like it's like, oh my god, it's like terrible. Winter, it's like cold outside and a lot of holidays, and some people don't really feel really happy during the holidays, which I agree there. I felt sad during the holidays too, but seasonal depression is like a real thing, and I've never actually like read about it too much. I've just known that, oh my god, like if I'm sad, then maybe I have seasonal depression, and I always used to joke about it. Смисъл, аз буквално постоянно се бавах с това, oh my god, просто е сезонна депресия. It's just like Mercury retrograde, whatever the fuck. But I was like, you know what? Let me actually read about it. And I literally looked it up. First of all, I looked it up on Pinterest. And before y'all are like, bitch, what the fuck are you doing searching up summertime depression on Pinterest? And I just wanted to see what the aesthetic was. Because I was like, okay, maybe there's some sort of like an aesthetic. I looked it up on TikTok too because I've been watching too much TikTok lately and I don't want to talk about it. Okay, I don't want to talk about it. I've been doom scrolling a little too much and it's not good for me. But after I looked it up on Pinterest, I was like, you know what? Let me actually look it up on Google. And for this week's episode, I thought before we go into the summertime depression part of the episode, we're going to talk about the word alienated and how people often feel alienated from everyone around them. And for anyone wondering if I feel alienated, yes, I have been feeling very alienated over the course of like almost like 2 weeks, to be honest. And I was wondering why that was. And I was like, wait, why do I feel so out of place? Like I feel out of place, out of touch, like out of my body all the fucking time. No matter if I'm around people, no matter if I'm not around people, it always feels like I'm the imposter. And we've talked about imposter syndrome before. We've talked about how, sometimes you feel out of your body and like you're not supposed to be there. I've been having that feeling a lot lately, as in like I could be having the best conversation ever, the most interesting conversation ever with the closest one of my friends. And at the same time, at the back of my mind, I'm like, wait, am I supposed to be here? What am I doing here? What am I saying? And I feel dumb for even like saying like the most normal shit ever. If I'm talking to a man, which is a rare thing, but if I'm talking to a man, I'm like, okay, do I sound weird right now? I think I sound really weird right now. And that shit haunts me until I fucking go to bed. And I can't even sleep because of that. And I'm like, okay, so what is it about me though that makes me feel so fucking weird and so like yuck all the time? Summertime depression does include feeling alienated all the time. And it's not that I'm not enjoying my time with my friends and when I'm around people, which lately I'm not even around people, which is another thing. I don't go out at all, anywhere. The only people I talk to are two of my friends, and that's about it. And I don't really go out because, first of all, bitch, it's fucking 40 degrees outside. Do you think I'm gonna go outside now that I have an AC, bitch? I'm not going anywhere, okay? Because I did get a sunstroke. I did get that. Ми се получих слънчев удар преди няколко дена. It was great for me. So, with that being said, I don't really know what you're supposed to do during the summer, защото някой ще каже, омага, хайде да излезнем и да се разходим, защото ако излезе навън е буквално пустиня. И това е, че тук, в Пловдив, е суха жегата. Суха, it's dry. Въпреки че аз мразя каквато и да е жега, но когато е влажна, е по-гнусно. Когато е суха, you just feel like you're melting. Когато е влажна, it just feels like you're sweating, you're like a ball of slime all the time. And I don't like that, защото ми съсипва и косата. But, with that being said, I don't go anywhere. I don't talk to a lot of people. And when I do go out and I'm around people, just being social or just being in a public space, I'm like, oh, this is weird. Oh, I know, I feel so weird. Even if I'm with my closest friends, the people that I talk to all the time and I would kill for, even if I'm around them, there's this tiny bit of ooh, what am I doing here? Why am I here? Why am I talking? Shut up. И дори да кажа възможно най-нормалното нещо или да обяснявам нещо съвсем нормално, в главата ще съм някакво, oh my god, you're such a fucking weirdo. Why the fuck are you talking? Shut the fuck up. В смисъл, буквално Димитър, на никой не му пука какво казваш, какво говориш, какво мислиш. Shut up. You're annoying. And that's why I can't sleep. Наскоро се случи едно нещо, което it's very weird to talk about because it's not even that serious, but it was serious for me at the time. I was talking to a certain man. I'm not going to say who it was, but I was talking to a man because I've been trying to talk to men, whatever. And нещо му обяснявам там и после се осъзнавам. I just take a step back. I go outside of my body. And I see my phone. И просто гледам колко много съм се обяснявал. And I'm like, why do I do that, bro? Why do I always need to over-explain everything? And I've tried so hard to not do that because I'm a very big over-explainer. I love over-explaining everything. Мога да преповторя нещо 20 000 пъти, but I'm still gonna do it though. And I'm still gonna do it though. And a lot of people don't fuck with that. A lot of people don't like me saying the same shit over and over and over again. But the thing is, that's how my brain works. And I've always found it fucking annoying and insufferable to be saying the same shit over and over again or over-explain a situation that doesn't need to be over-explained. But I think it's because of trauma. I think it's because for a long time, I felt like I needed to, protect myself and explain why I did a certain thing, explain my reaction, explain why I'm sad, explain why I'm angry, explain why I'm whatever. And for a long time I thought oh my god, аз ако не обясня защо съм го направил това нещо, they're gonna fucking hate me. And the thing is, no, they won't, girl. You can just say, I did it because I did it. And I've been trying so hard to do that, to not over-explain why I'm reacting a certain way, but it hasn't been working out, because there's ups and downs to that, but for the most part, I try my best to not over-explain as much anymore just because I don't like that about myself. Because most of my friends don't really mind if I over-explain things just because they know me and they know that's who I am, and they're used to it. But at times, I want to rip out my fucking head. I'm like, girl, why are you being so weird? Защо говориш по този начин? И после стигам до някаква друга точка в съзнанието си, в която съм някакво, oh my god, те как ли ще ме видят? How do they perceive me right now? How are they perceiving me right now? Even if I'm texting, bro, I'm like, oh my god, they probably think I'm a weirdo. They probably think I'm a freak. Just because I said a couple sentences. I'm very passionate about talking, as we all know. I'm very passionate about giving my opinion, about saying how I feel and explaining feelings and things like that. I love talking about it. And when I am over-explaining something, it just means I'm passionate about it, which is a very good thing. But it pisses me off that sometimes I overdo it. And some people would say there's no such thing as overdoing something. I mean, there is, but in over-explaining, I mean, it's in the name. Over-explaining. You're over-explaining something. So it's imagine over-explaining, but overly over-explaining. See how that feels. It's not a fun thing to do. It's not a fun thing to do, and I feel like I'm annoying and a weirdo and a freak for doing it all the time. И буквално след този разговор, който водех с този мъж, бях някакво, oh my god. И не успях да спя, защото през цялото време, mind you, this man doesn't fucking matter, okay? He does not matter. He's a goblin, gremlin, right? He's a devil. He don't fucking matter. Но буквално, просто факта, че аз се обяснявам на човек по някакъв начин, took me on a fucking whirlwind of emotions, and I'm like, oh my god, you are the op, bitch. You're the freak in the room. You're the elephant in the room, sister. You're not the elephant, sister. You're the giraffe in the room. Yeah, because everyone can see your fucking long neck, bitch, and everyone is staring at you. That's how I feel when I overexplain, you know, anything. И буквално не успях да спя цяла нощ just because I was like, oh my god. And I usually tend to delete certain messages and unsend certain messages. I used to do that all the time. Last year or like the year before that, girl, that was my one trick. I would send 50 fucking messages and then I'll be like, I'm gonna send that and I'm gonna send this and I'm gonna send that and then I'm gonna send this. И е супер досадно спрямо другите хора и е супер гадно спрямо другите хора, защото те са някакво, добре, ти искаше да ми кажеш нещо и сега го триеш и съм някакво, I'm fucking confused and I'm like, I don't know, I'm confused too, like, what the fuck am I doing? So it's just very weird and very hard for me to talk about, you know, certain topics, especially when I'm like not in the best mental state, because I just tend to overexplain a lot when someone asks me how I feel and I'm like, how I feel? Oh, that's a really good question. Let me tell you in detail, and let me tell you about my childhood, and let me tell you about, like, it's just oversharing and overexplaining to the max. And the thing is, I love sharing. Obviously. I mean, y'all know everything about me. Well, not everything, but like for the most part, y'all know a lot of things because I love talking about it, because I think it's important to talk about things, and I think it's important to spread awareness about certain things. And if someone is going through something similar to my situation, yeah, I would like feel better, right? But sometimes I gotta fucking zip my mouth and shut the fuck up. Lately, I've just stopped sharing like anything to my friends or anyone. Just in my journal. And I recently had a situation where I was like, oh my god, I need to fucking journal. Last time I journaled like heavily was after that conversation I had with that man. I was like, oh my god, you're a freak. Put the phone down, get that fucking journal, and write it down, sister. Write it the fuck down, because you're pissing me off. And I was like writing like this. Like I was so mad at myself. And the thing is, I shouldn't be, because, you know, that's who I am. That's how I'm wired. That's how my brain works. And some might say, oh my god, you're just traumatized. You're just depressed. And it's like, bitch, I know what depression looks like. And that's not depression. I'm just a weirdo sometimes. And it's okay. You know, it's fine to be weird. It's fine. I accept people like that, because if it was someone else, you know, ако някой друг ми беше казал тези неща, които аз сега казвам за себе си, ще съм някакво, girl, I see you. It's okay. Like we see each other. Like I accept you. And it's okay to be who you are, and it's okay to overexplain, and it's okay to overshare, you know? But for me, when we talk about me, I'm like, shut the fuck up, you freak. No one wants to hear what you have to say, you idiot. And the thing is, you know, they do, but I feel like I'm just annoying when I talk about anything. Like when I overexplain anything whatsoever. So I've been struggling with that a lot lately, of just like trying to keep a balance between sharing, oversharing, and not sharing anything. You know, there's like, these are my 3 fucking issues currently. Sharing, oversharing, and not sharing at all. И не бях споделил абсолютно нищо за това как вътрешно се чувствам. And after a journal recently, I called my friend and I had a full-on mental breakdown in front of her about how I've been feeling, because I was like, oh my god, аз нищо не съм казвал на никой. At all, anything. Nobody knows how I feel. And nobody knows why I feel the way I feel. Because, girl, I don't know either. But I've been trying to, you know, like really just like scratch my brain and like find out why I'm doing what I'm doing. And I think I found the reasoning. And the reasoning being summertime depression. And I don't think I'm depressed, because depression is like, I know what depression is. And I was very depressed when I was younger. Like I was in a deep depression when I was like very like young. But I know what depression is, and I don't think that's depression, because, you know, I know how I feel usually when I'm depressed, and that's not depression for me, because depression is like супер крайно нещо е депресията. Да кажеш, че си депресиран супер крайно нещо, никога не съм разбирал хората, които просто се чувстват тъжни и казват някакво, да, депресиран съм. В смисъл, просто от сезона ме кара да се чувствам депресиран. It's like, okay, I get it, but also you're not depressed though. Защото сезона може да те кара да се чувстваш тъпо или да ти е някакво тъжно на моменти, да ти е носталгично дори, но да си депресиран е много крайно нещо. And you actually have to like be aware of that to say it, because people claim that they're depressed all the time. I'm sorry. And none of you bitches are. You can be sad, you can be nostalgic, you can be a little down in the dumps, you know, and you can get FOMO because of, you know, summer things happening or whatever it is. But being depressed is like pushing it, in my opinion. И просто виждам напоследък как доста хора говорят за oh my god, нали, it's summertime depression, it's summer depression, it's seasonal depression. It's like, why do we throw the word depression so like lightly? It's like, oh my god, yeah, I'm depressed. And it's like, you're not though. You're not though. And if you are, seek help and talk to people. And I hope you get better. But most of you bitches are not depressed, and it's okay to admit that. It's okay to admit that maybe you're just a little sad. Because it's okay. It's like a normal thing to go through, being sad, you know. But depression is like depression, you know. And I feel like depression is different for everyone, yes. Because people can feel depressed in different ways. But the general, you know, depression is not how people describe it on TikTok, for example. Because it's like, girl, oh, аз прекарвам много време на телефона и си мия косата само един път от седмицата и лежа по цял ден. It's like, that's not depression, mama. That's not depression. That's fatigue. Okay? First. And second, that's just like brain fog, in my opinion. Like, that's not depression to me. I'm sorry, it really isn't. I wanted to do something fun for this episode. It's not gonna be that long. Искам да прочета симптомите на лятната депресия, and let's see if I have it. I'm gonna self-diagnose today on this podcast episode, and we're gonna be here together for it. And by the end, if you feel the same way that I do, girl, we're depressed together! Isn't that fun? Okay, намерих някаква статия на Cleveland Clinic, Health Essentials, if you want to read it for yourself. I can link it down below for you. But it says why summer depression happens and how to cope, which, you know, it's going to be very interesting. But let's see. Let's start with why summer depression happens. So some common summertime sad triggers, all caps, right? Include weather. High temperatures can drain your energy and affect your mood. Our bodies may respond negatively to the heat and humidity, making you feel fatigued and exhausted. Which, hey, put a finger down, am I right? Because one thing about me is everyone who knows me in real life knows that I fucking hate sweating. I hate the fucking sun so much because, listen, I love being out in the sun. I love some vitamin D, right? But the thing is, when it's that fucking humid and that fucking hot, it's not enjoyable for me. Not at all. Because it just tires me the fuck out. И това е, че също получавам доста често и доста лесно слънчеви удари. So I can't like be outside even if I wanted to be outside, which I wouldn't want to be. If I'm not on the beach, I don't want to be outside. И също супер бързо изгарям и супер бързо ми почервенява кожата. And it's like, it's not really fun. It's not really fun. So, next thing is changes in sleep, which, if you know me again, you would know. Longer days can push your bedtime later, disrupting your routine. That shift can leave you feeling tired, overwhelmed, and out of rhythm, which we've talked about it before. If you don't know already, my sleep has been messed up for like a long time. I've always had issues with my sleep. When I was younger, I suffered from a tiny bit of, you know, insomnia, like a really low and not that concerning insomnia, but it was still insomnia. And I've never been able to like sleep like a normal human fucking being. And the thing is, I'm a very nocturnal person too. I love the night more than I love like the daytime, just because I feel like I'm more creative during the night. I feel better during the night. And I just love it, just more peaceful for me. But as we can see here, changes in sleep can also ruin your fucking mood, which, hooray, like I'm not surprised. Защото когато не съм се наспал като хората, по принцип, когато не съм се наспал като хората, съм ядосан and just like irritated as fuck. Но когато имам супер хаотична рутина на съня, е още после положението. Because the thing is, I don't even know where I am. I don't even know what day it is. I don't even know what time it is. I don't know what year it is, girl. I'm lost. И се е случило на моменти, когато си говоря с някой, просто ги слушам, I'm like, what is happening? What are you talking about? Where am I? How old am I? Who are you? Like, it's just very hard for me. But let's get to the next one. Disrupted routines. Summer often brings schedule changes, from vacations to kids being home from school, that can add stress and anxiety for some people. See, I don't know about that. I don't have kids. I mean, I have one, but I don't have like real kids, and it's not really an issue for me, so let's just skip that one. I don't really suffer from that. Social pressure and FOMO. This is a really good one. There can be pressure to feel happy and be active. Seeing others enjoy summer on social media can make you feel anxious or like you're not doing enough. And I feel like we all struggle with that. I feel like we all do that, right? Защото когато дойде лятото, всички твои приятели са какво, омага ще хода там, омага ще ходим на море, омага ще ходим това, ще правим това, ще имам парти, така и така и така. And the thing is, you feel so much FOMO when you're at home on the AC, just doom scrolling all day and seeing people post on social media, oh my god, we're on vacation, ние сме на това парти на плажа, ние отиваме там, ние сега се подготвяме за не знам си къде, ние сега ще правим това, ние сега, and you're like, oh, so I'm not doing anything. И просто когато си, особено когато си млад, or especially in your 20s, you want to feel included, you want to be part of the gang, you know, you want to like do the things people are doing, and it's very hard to like not feel bad about not doing them when everyone around you is like, oh my god, I have this planned, I have this planned, I have this planned, and you're like, well, I have nothing planned. So it's very weird to like find the balance, because at the end of the day, it's social media first, and second, if you feel comfortable enough in where you are, let's say you're at home, the AC is on, you have ice cream, you're doom scrolling on TikTok, bitch, na tъмно си, на хладно си, like, it's like, you kind of have to like be grateful for that in a way, because, you know, аз като човек, който нямах климатик допреди няколко часа, сега съм супер благодарен, че имам климатик и съм някакво, омага сега като when I'm doom scrolling or when I'm playing my games, ще ми е хладно и няма да се пържа бавно в апартамента си, which is great. And just small things like that, I feel like should make you feel a little bit grateful that, you know, you are spending the summer like you want to spend it. Like, yes, maybe you want to go on vacation, maybe you want to do this, maybe you want to go to a party. And the thing is, you can do that as well, but if you don't have the opportunity to do it, you shouldn't feel bad about it, because at the end of the day, they're not you, you're not them, first. And second, it's social media. How the fuck do you know that those 3 bitches that you follow on Instagram that are posting that they're on vacation, oh my god, beach, Greece, like, oh my god, Euro summer, how do you know that these bitches are not literally fighting 24/7? How do you know that they're not having the worst time ever mentally when they're there? You don't. So it shouldn't matter whether or not someone else is doing more than you, because the one thing you should realize is that if you feel good in what you're doing, that's all that fucking matters. And like, yes, that sounds easy in theory, right? Because нали, всички може да кажа какво ти пука са останете, because, I mean, yeah, that's like the easiest thing you can say to someone, but we do care. You know, the thing is, we do care. И колкото и да се правим, че, не ми пука, you do care. Защото аз, например, винаги съм казвал, каквото искат да правят, смисъл семията, I don't really give a fuck. I really get FOMO. You know, I've never been the type of bitch to be like, oh my god, I need to do that, because I'm like, girl, I'm satisfied and I'm happy with what I'm doing right now. So like, I'm really not like that jealous or that like envious of someone else doing like something more than me, because what is more than me? You go on vacation and I'm home, that's not more. Защото аз също мога да отида на ваканция или на море или каквото и да е, когато си поискам. So it's like not even that. So like, what did I say? The only time I get FOMO though is when someone else is at a concert that I really want to go to. But also that's like rare, because I'm just grateful that I, you know, get to enjoy the music in general of that artist, and I have been to one concert in my life, so I'm grateful with, you know, the things I've done and the places I've visited so far. So, and the thing is, you're young, you're gonna have so much time to do all of those things, and one summer shouldn't mean that, oh my god, I'm never gonna do that, like, oh my god, I wasted all my whole summer. And the thing is, I've always felt like I waste my summer, and I've always struggled with, you know, oh my god, това лято нали искам да правя неща, искам да ходим на места. And the thing is, sometimes it doesn't happen. Most of the times it doesn't. Because everyone is fucking busy, всички се прибират някъде, всички имат други планове с други хора, and it's like, you can't really expect for that to happen. You know, that is the sad realization. of it all. Like, you can't really expect to do so many cool things during the summer because at the end of the day, it's summer. People have maybe other plans. And sometimes those plans do not include you, I fear. And it does suck because I feel like everyone wants to be included, especially in your 20s. During the summer, you want to be included in like activities. And when that doesn't happen, it's like kind of fucking sucks, right? It kind of like hurts a little bit. But you gotta realize that, hey, like, I'm good with what I'm doing right now, though. Because when you like look around you, it's like, oh my god, like, I have everything I need right here. So why would I be like jealous or envious that I'm not there? Because, bitch, if you were there, what would change? Like, nothing would change. Because if you don't feel comfortable in where you are right now, in what you're doing right now, how the fuck do you expect to feel comfortable doing something else somewhere else? That doesn't make sense to me personally. Няма логика в това да се чувствам по-добре някъде другаде, при положение, че не се чувствам добре тук, в момента. It's like, that's not gonna change. И някой ще каже, да, просто ти трябва вакансия. And the thing is, yes, sometimes a vacation does help. But in that regard, but in this specific regard, I do not think that would change anything, at least for me. Maybe you're different, right? But for me, I don't think I'm gonna, like, feel any different. But yeah. Okay, next topic. Body image concerns. You may feel self-conscious about your summer wardrobe. That discomfort can make you want to skip out on social situations. And I feel like that's also true because когато дойде лятото, всички са някакво, oh my god, I gotta work out, I gotta get that summer body, I gotta look great, защото ще нося къси панталони, ще нося тениски, and it's like, oh my god, some people are gonna notice, and it's like, again, I feel like everyone struggles with that, especially again, when you're in your 20s, when you're a teenager, it's like, it's very hard to feel comfortable in your body when all you see on social fucking media is bitches posting in their bikinis that are also on Ozempic. It's like very hard for you to accept your body and to not feel self-conscious about yourself when all you see online is pretty bitches. Pretty as in, pretty bitches. And again, social media is not real, guys. I don't know what else to tell you. Like, it's not real, and I get that because for a long time I didn't even want to take my shirt off. И за пръв път, когато отидох на море от супер дълго време, беше миналата година, имах възможността да си съблеча тениската and to feel like confident in myself, which was a first for me, believe it or not. It was a first for me. Аз да съм на плаж по Бански, да съм някакво, I feel great! But also, I feel like I didn't even notice or cared about how my body looked just because I was like, girl, I'm enjoying my time right now. And the thing is, also, nobody fucking cares. Никой не те гледа така, както си мислиш, че те гледа. And that is also something that I think we tend to forget, that, people are not looking at you the way you think they're looking at you, And at the end of the day, even if they are, I don't think you should give a fuck that much because they don't know you, you don't know them. And also another thing, people stare all the time. Мисля, хората постоянно се гледаме. I stare. I love staring down people. And it's like a normal human thing to do. And I don't think we should be paying that much attention to it just because, someone is looking at us differently, or oh my god, нали, аз нямам къси панталони, аз нямам тениска. And it's like, тези къси панталони ще ми стоят грозно, или тази тениска ще ми покаже, да знам, ръцете по някакъв начин, който на мен не ми харесва. And I also struggle with that, защото когато бях в училище, носех в 30 градусови температури, носех дебели свичери, за да ми покриват ръцете, because I was insecure about how skinny my hands looked. And I used to do that for literally over a year. Over a year I used to do that during the summertime in high school. And it was very hard for me to not do it just because I was everyone is gonna stare at my bony hands. And one time I was like, you know what, it's too fucking hot, I can't do it. И това, че аз завирах по принцип, аз умирах от жега, защото чина ми беше точно до прозореца и в училище климатици няма. Right. So I was dying already, and one day I was like, girl, it's too fucking hot. Fuck it, I'm gonna put on a shirt and see what happens. And I put on a shirt and I went to school, and guess what? Crickets. Cause who gives a fuck? Who cares? Who? Are you a fucking owl? Who cares? Who cares what you wear and how you look, especially during the summertime? Bitch, if I want to go outside naked, I will. Who gives a fuck? I mean, maybe don't do that. You know, there's kids around. Maybe don't put your dick away. But for the most part, I feel like it's okay to wear whatever the fuck you want during the summertime because it's summer. Смисъл, жега, какво се очаква да нося? Burka. It's like, no, girl. I'm gonna wear my shirt and my shorts. And I don't give a fuck. The only thing I'm not gonna wear outside is flip-flops. Flip-flops are only for the beach and за село. За морето и за на село. Джапанки тогава. Иначе аз да излезна по джапанки? No. I don't want my toes to be out. I don't want my piglets to be out on display for everyone. There's weirdos. Like, I don't want to do that. And I just don't like the way feet look in general. Feet scare me in general. Feet are a little scary to me. So, and the last thing is seasonal allergies, which, I mean, that is self-explanatory. If you have seasonal allergies, which I do know people who do have those, няма как да не ти е гадно и неприятно, когато постоянно кихаш или ти парят очите или нещо такова. So, ако имате някакви такива алергии, I'm with you. I'm praying for you and I'm with you there. But let's get on to the most interesting part of this episode, which is the symptoms of summer depression. Let's put a finger down together. You may notice other more typical symptoms of depression, like anxiety, which, bitch, I am literally the queen of that. I love anxiety. Like, we're sisters. We're blood. И даже сега, когато дойдоха тия хора да ми сложат климатика и да ми го монтират, I felt so fucking awkward because I was like, am I supposed to, like, should I talk to them? Because usually I love talking to people, but like, they weren't really like very talkative. They were more like nonchalant and like they were doing their shit. And I was like, okay, so maybe I shouldn't talk. And I just felt so awkward. But the thing is, again, it's because of my fucking anxiety. And the thing is, Мила, те са дошли да ти монтират климатика. Може да си говориш с тях. You know? Mas бях някакво, може да е странно, нали? It's like, yeah, my anxiety is always just like fucking me up the ass, so it's like not even, I mean, that would make sense. I'm like anxious to go outside. I'm anxious to like, ако някой ми каже, oh my god, има някакво много готино парти, лятото сега тука, you should come with us. I'm like, oh my god, that'd be so fun. If my anxiety were to like quiet down, I would agree to go. But the thing is, with my anxiety, аз понякога обичам да си я предизвиквам нарочно тревожността, просто за да видя how far can I take it? You know, мога ли да излезна навън when I'm super fucking anxious? And I can. You know, it's not always a good idea, but I can. And I've done it before. So, for me, anxiety is just, hey, it's just there. Hey, it's just there. And I don't know what to do with it. I've always had anxiety, so it's just like, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. Irritability or frustration is the next one, and I can also put a finger down for that one, just because I feel lately that I am very irritated at things or at people or at situations that are not even that fucking important. Or if I'm having a conversation with someone and the way they talk, it's just pissing me the fuck off, especially if it's a man. Ooh, don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. If a man is talking to me и навън е 30 градуса, ако мъж ми говори на мен и е 30 градуса и аз умирам от жега, the one thing you should not do is piss me off because, oh Lord, the way I'm gonna literally shove your whole 2 fucking hands up your own ass. You don't even, oh my god, it's just frustrating. And irritating as fuck. Защото повечето мъже in general are insufferable as fuck. Right? We can agree. And I can agree, I can say that for me too. I'm insufferable sometimes. And then, hey, it is what it is. And когато е лято и е жега навънка, последното нещо, което искам е мъж да ме ядосва или да ме дразни по някакъв начин. Oh my god, don't even, just shut the fuck up. And that's why I don't talk to anyone. Because когато съм супер изнервен или когато съм супер ядосан или просто нямам, it's not my day, you know, I'm not having a good day. Просто I just tend to like not talk to anyone или ще кажа, hey, изнервен съм, тъй че ако звуча по така издразнен или остър в думите си, се извинявам. Или просто guess what? Няма да говоря с никой. Защото аз предпочитам, когато съм изнервен или ядосан, просто да не говоря с никой, защото не искам да си го изкарам на другите хора, because it's useless, it's pointless, and I don't want to do that. But sometimes, if it's a man, I will. If it's a man, I will. If it's a man, I will. Always. If it's a girl, I'm not even gonna deal with her. But if it's a man, I'll make sure да си изкарам всичкия гняв върху теб. In the most polite and respectful way. Защото аз няма да соля никой или няма да се някой няма да се държа толкова детински, толкова гадно и да соля или да обиждам. Просто ще те вкарам в накучето газа по възможно най-приличния и най-classy начин, на който знам. You know? Anyways, next. Trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. Well, she's in the room with us. I don't have trouble staying asleep because if I pass out, bitch, I'm gone. I am gone. But falling asleep is very hard for me in general. It's always been hard for me, but like lately it's just been extra difficult. And maybe it's the planets. You know, защото сме в ретрограден Mercury. If you didn't know, сме в ретрограден Mercury. So make sure you read about your sign and what to do and what not to do. Just letting you know, just giving you a reminder. And probably that has to do with like my lack of sleep and like my problems with my sleep, but I've always had problems with my sleep, so it's like not even like I don't think it has to do with with summer in general, you know. I don't think that that's like part of like the summer depression. The next one is restlessness. And again, I feel like that's self-explanatory. I feel like I'm very restless during the night. I'm like, I have to do this, I want 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 to do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and my brain is like and I can't keep up. And it's like, girl, just keep it cute for like 2 seconds. Like, keep it cute. Keep it quiet. Like, I can't do that. And, you know, it's very hard to turn off your brain when you want to because, you know, some people are very good at, you know, controlling their thoughts. But I'm not. You know, I do try my best to, like, keep it contained, keep it cute, keep it, you know, in control, but sometimes it's very difficult for me. Особено вечер. Им чувство, че вечер мозъка ми работи най-много без да спира. Like, that bitch is working overtime. She's underpaid and underfucked. And it's really bad for her. And what I do, or what I try to do when I do feel like that, is just listen to music. But when I listen to music, I tend to spiral even more. So it's like, okay, let me play some video games. But if I play a video game, I'm gonna play that video game for like 3 hours. Then I'm gonna be like, oh my god, it's 4 a.m. What the fuck am I doing? So it's like very hard for me to like keep a balance and like keep my mind rested and quiet before I go to sleep. And hey, if you guys have some tips, let me know in the comments below because I don't know what to do. I mean, I do read before I go to sleep or during the daytime. I love reading. I don't want to go on my phone when I'm trying to fall asleep. I just put on a YouTube video and try to go to sleep during it. But that doesn't help as well. Защото когато гледам видео, I'm like locked into the video, so it's very hard. Или пък ако просто си изключи всичко и просто лежа, I'm gonna be like, okay, what now though? 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 And my brain is like, oh my god, let's think about this. And it's like, it's always a mess. So I don't know how to give like advice about that, to be honest. Next is headaches and migraines, which again, if you know me, you know that my migraines are, I don't know any other person who has the migraines that I have. Like if I get a migraine, oh, like I'm like dead. No, like I can't do anything. Physically, like I can't do anything. And everything triggers me. Lights, loud noises, everything. And it's terrible because my migraine like can last up to a full day until the next one. It's like that bad. And my friend has seen me during a migraine like episode and oh my god, she can tell y'all, she can vouch for me and say that when I have a migraine, like I can't do anything. Literally, I can't do anything. And it's very hard for me to like exist. So, but migraines are also a sign of just like your brain is working overtime and you're not sleeping enough. You're not even drinking water enough. And like I try my best to drink water, and water does help for migraines, but it doesn't really, you know. So what to do? Low energy and fatigue. Well, I think not everyone, защото има хора, които съм забелязал, че са супер енергични лятото. Especially like teenagers. Омага, тинейджерите буквално са сега са навън. В момента е 4:47 и има някакви тинейджери на 13-14 години, които са that are going crazy outside right now. Или децата. And I'm like, what the fuck? Но има хора, които са на по 23, 24, 25, 26 години, които са някакво, о май гад, нали сега ще излезна навънка, ще се просходя така и така. I'm like, what do you mean ще се просходя? What do you mean you have the energy for that? В смисъл, да, аз ще излезна навън, right? Но няма да е когато има слънце навън. И когато е шега навън. Because that's just like not, that's not my thing. That's just not my thing. And I usually do feel very fatigued during the summer because of the heat and because of the lack of sleep and because of like blah, 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 blah. And one thing that does help me though is working out, taking my ashwagandha, and drinking electrolytes. Електролитите много помагат. If you didn't know, now you know. Електролитите много помагат за това нещо. I mean, maybe they don't, because I don't really know. По принцип не знам каква е ролята на електролитите. I've never known. Но реално помагат. Поне in my brain they're helping me with like being energetic and stuff and doing things. And melatonin too. Но също доста често ми пада кръвното заради жегата и заради лятото, so that's another thing. Guys, I'm 23 years old and I feel like I'm 50. It's crazy, it's insane. But anyways, next. Lack of motivation. Well, you're seeing this video 2 weeks after my last one. So I think you should know more about that, you know? And it's very hard to find motivation during the summertime because everyone is like going on trips and like doing this and like doing that. And if you're like working or if you're like doing what I'm doing even, it's very hard to like find a balance and find motivation to like even do it because you're like, oh my God, like all I want to do is just like rot. And I don't want to like do anything. And за мен е супер странно, защото по принцип съм човек, който веднага имам идея за записване, веднага ще седна, ще запиша, ще обработя так. И напоследък съм някакво, имам много идеи за записване на епизод. Don't get me wrong. But it's just a mess in here, girl. It's a mess. I can't even find the motivation to fix it или да си наредя мислите по някакъв начин в главата, so it like makes sense to me and I'm more motivated to do it then. And the only thing I get motivated to do is stream, which I haven't been streaming at all, you know, lately. So I'm sorry about that too, but I'm gonna be back on Twitch soon, I promise. And it's just a whole mess. It's just a whole mess. And I don't know what to say about that. And the last one is social isolation, which we did talk about that. When we talk about feeling alienated, I feel like social isolation is the same thing because I'm usually a very balanced person when it comes to socializing. But I grew up very antisocial. But like, I mean, people said I was antisocial. I don't think I was antisocial. I just didn't want to talk to anyone. Like I was comfortable in my room. And maybe that is being antisocial. I don't know. But like, I wouldn't mind if I were to talk to someone. I wouldn't mind going out. Like I would have fun. I would have fun when I go out, you know? But lately I noticed that I don't want to do that. Because first of all, никой не е свободен да излиза. Второ, even if I do go out, we do the same thing, which is fine because, I mean, I don't want to do a lot. I just want to be outside for one. And you might say like, oh, like you can do that by yourself, but like, what's the point then? If I'm not socializing with my friends, why the fuck would I be outside by myself, socializing with someone else? Socializing around strangers? I'm not gonna go up to a stranger. Hello, stranger danger. I'm not doing that. Like, no. And it's just like weird, you know? Because like, girl, I can easily go outside by myself. I love doing that. I love going to places and doing things by myself. I love it, love it, love spending time by myself. I love it too much. And I think that's another issue that I have. Защото напоследък дори не искам да формирам някакви нови приятелства или отношения или връзки или каквото и да е, just because I love being by myself. I've built this amazing, comforting place in my brain and in my mind about who I am and how much I love being by myself and how much I love myself in general. I don't want to like lose that because there's also the anxiety and the fear of like, oh, if I'm more social, then maybe I'm not going to like being by myself anymore. And I love that. I love being by myself. И преди 2022 мисля, че беше, аз не можех да си стоя в нас. Аз не можех да прекарам дори 2-3 часа със себе си сам, без да не поудея. Преди излизах постоянно с приятелите ми от университета, с колегите ми и постоянно излизахме, нали? И буквално да кажем, мога да съм цял ден навън с тези хора. Цял ден мога да съм навън, цял ден. От обяд или от сутринта до привечер. Right? И просто се прибера и повечето хора са някаква, нали, сега цял ден съм бил навън, сега мога да си стоя сам, нали, oh my god, I'm so excited. I was like, какво да правя? What am I supposed to do now? Like, dig in my butt? Like, what am I supposed to do? Какво се предполага да правя, като съм се прибрал? What am I doing? What am I supposed to... Should I eat? Should I shower? Like, what am I doing? And I do all of those things. Like, I dig in my butt, right? I shower, I eat, and then I'm like, I have to go to sleep, защото утре пак ще излизам. And I can't be by myself for more than like 2 hours because I'm gonna go insane. И това е, че преди да излезна, I would like freak the fuck out. Because I'm like, oh my god, I'm so alone, I can't do this anymore. И някой ще ми пише, и аз съм някакво, oh my god, never mind, I love life, I love everything. So, that was very hard for me. You know, that was very hard for me to like sit with myself, like really sit with myself and be like, you know what, bitch, you love your company and you should love your company because the only person you should love the most is you. And when you're around yourself, you should feel the most comfortable ever, you know, and that's always been a struggle for me. But lately I have reached my peak at being by myself. Like I've reached the final tire of like, oh my god, I love it, I love it, I love it, it's so fun, it's so fun. But also, people are social creatures, right? And I do tend to feel lonely sometimes and alone and like I have no one to talk to and no one to share anything because subconsciously I feel like I'm doing it to myself though at the same time. Subconsciously I feel like I'm doing it to myself because I don't want to share about my feelings. I don't want to talk about how I feel. Because at the same time I'm like, people have so much shit to deal with and like you're a weirdo for feeling lonely. So shut the fuck up and eat your food, right? And that's not the right way to do it, guys. You know, don't be like me. If you feel sad, lonely, or whatever it is, share it with your friends. Share it with someone. Share it with me even. If you want to share it with me, share it with me, girl. Let me know. DM me. Like, I'm right there. And lately I've been trying more to like share how I feel and stuff. But also like, мога да споделя един ден и след 5 дена, ако някой ме пита как съм, I'm gonna be like, no. Как си? No, thank you, I'm not hungry. And it's like very hard for me. Защото аз по принцип съм човек, който доста споделя и обичам да споделям. Clearly. И е много трудно да разбера защо сега не искам. Защото съм някакво, аз съм си със себе си. Аз съм си сам and me and her can figure it out. But clearly I can't. But that's just the journey of life, you know. That's just the journey of life of being, you know, person in their 20s during the summertime, I feel like. But that being said, reading all of those, you know, symptoms and reasonings and whatever, I've come to the conclusion that guess what? I refuse to say that I'm depressed because I see depression as something different. I do not see depression as having anxiety or you're socially isolated. I see depression as something more. I mean, depression does include those, obviously, right? I'm not a fucking idiot, but I feel like depression is like way deeper than that. And yes, people see depression in different ways. People experience depression in different ways. Depression can be a lot of different things, you know? It's not just one specific thing. But in my opinion, I feel like when I'm depressed, I feel like I feel differently than how I'm feeling right now. And I feel like the emotion that I feel the most is sadness. But sadness just because of me, not because of, you know, someone else doing something more than me, someone else having more fun, someone else having plans, no one including me. Like, not because of that. I feel like it comes from me. I think it's coming from my brain. And I'm never gonna blame someone else for me feeling sad just because I don't like doing that. But, you know, if you ever feel like you're isolated or you feel alienated around your friends or you're not included in summer plans or whatever it is, don't blame them because at the end of the day, I mean, they are your friends and they are supposed to include you and stuff, but at the end of the day, I mean, we are human beings. Unfortunately, you can't really make someone include you. And it's a harsh truth to realize, you know, не всички са ти длъжни. So you can't really expect even your closest friends to be like, come with me to there. Let's go to, you know, to the beach. Let's go to the beach each, you know. You can't really expect all of that from people just because it's like, I mean, hey, at the end of the day, в смисъл различни хора сме и понякога, може би, някой не иска да излиза с теб. Which That's okay. I mean, it does hurt, realizing that maybe your friends don't really want to be around you или нямат време за теб, which I think also is a dumbass excuse in my opinion, защото да, хората работят. I don't have a job. This is my job. Хората работят и са заети постоянно. Но I feel like, because I had a conversation with one of my friends recently, and she was like, аз работя постоянно, всеки ден супер дълги часове. И дори тогава намирам време да се чуя с теб. Дори по телефона. И си говорим супер дълго време. And I'm like, yeah. И тя какво, тогава защо другите ти приятели не правят същото? And I'm like, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. But also, I'm not the type of bitch to ever say, you guys don't include me. You guys are always busy, never want to hang out with me. Because I just hate that. I feel like that's like whining. And it's like, okay, first world problem. Like, bitch, you're not the queen. Nobody gives a fuck. Въпреки, че ако някой друг ми каже на мен, хей, Митко, нали, ти забелязвам, че не е смисъл, не отделяш време за мен и реално не искаш да излизаме и не на работа си, но пак дори като не си на работа, не ми предлагаш да излизаме, нали, не искаш да излизаме просто, or whatever it is. Ако някой това ми го каже на мен, аз съм някакво, oh my god, I'm so sorry, let me fix that. Automatically. Of course, if you feel like that, I'm gonna fix it. I'm so sorry you felt that way. Но аз да го кажа на някой друг, I'm like, I don't really want to do that. В смисъл, ако не искаш да ми викаш, it's fine, I can just stay at home. And I'm like way comfortable in home, too. И мисля, че това е още една причина, поради която твърде много ми харесва да стоя в нас, защото може би никой не ме вика да излизам. Which, hey, again, I'm not blaming anyone. This is not a video that's gonna be like, oh, I'm like, my friends don't wanna hang out with me. They're not making... В смисъл, не ме викат да излизаме и винаги са заети и винаги имат нещо друго, вместо да ме викнат мен, which is just sounds like very self-absorbed and selfish and narcissistic, and I don't want to sound like that. And I don't believe that my friends don't want to be my friends just because they don't want to hang out or they're busy, which if you don't want to go out and you don't want to go anywhere with me or whatsoever, that's a-okay with me, girl. I'm at home. I'm peaceful with where I am right now. So it's okay. But with that being said, if you are struggling with similar thoughts, similar feelings, just know that it's not, scary. It's not weird. It's not gonna last too, because summer depression is just that. Keyword summer. It's gonna last during the summer. And if you have your ups and downs, it's okay. And you will have your ups. Trust me, because summer, as much as I've had really terrible summers, I always look forward to something. So what I want to say with that is try to look forward to something you want to do this summer. Even if it's the smallest thing ever, try to look forward to that specific thing, and trust me, it's gonna make your days feel a little bit easier and a little bit more happy and joyous just because you're looking forward to doing something. And if you don't have anything to look forward to, you can always find something to look forward to. Не говорим тук за вакансия, не говорим тук за пътуване. It could be the smallest thing ever. Going to the movies even. Or having a movie night at your house. Like in your apartment. By yourself, with your friends, whatever you decide. Like, do a movie night. Get popcorn. Get like fucking candy. Get ice cream. And like, do like a movie night. Or like, do a game night. Or anything. Or just like, stuff like that can really change the way you feel during this summer. Because I feel like if you have something to look forward to, even if it's like the smallest thing ever, ще си някакво, да, нали, гадно ми е в момента, че е лято и аз нямам какво да правя, но ще правя това, имам план за това, или ще отида да си купя like a candle, или ще отида да си купя нещо, just like something small, even buying stuff. Which, you shouldn't spend your money like crazy, but even buying tiny little things for your apartment, maybe decoration, or maybe like whatever it is, или да отидеш до някакво кафене, което е някакво такова ниш и е някакво супер overpriced, even that sounds like a fun idea to me. Stuff like that, I feel like would really change your perspective and the way you feel during the summer, because I feel like we're all kind of in the same boat when we talk about summer feelings and summer thoughts and summer whatever. And we always have to look forward to something, because summertime has always been like that, when you think about it. And also one last thing, because this episode is being like, it's been 1 hour. I've been recording for an hour, so I have to edit this, right? So it's just gonna be a lot. Last thing I wanted to say is I feel like summer has always been enjoyable when you're a kid. And when you are an adult, summer doesn't feel the same, you know? And some people might say, oh my god, лятото за мен винаги е било най-хубаво, защото се чувствам като ден. It's like, some people, you know, still do feel like children. You know, чувстват се така, както са се чувствали преди, като са били на 13 и са излизали навън с приятелите си да ядат сладолет или лятото. Which, that's fine. I feel like that sometimes too. Where I'm like, oh my god, I got ice cream. I feel like I'm 12. Like, that's so cool. That's so fun. And at the same time, I'm like, but I'm like also 23 though. And it just doesn't feel the same to me. Like, summer is not the summer I remember. Like, summer 2016, summer 2015, that was my shit. Okay? This summer, and like the last like 3 summers I've had, don't feel the same. And it's okay for them to not feel the same because you grow older. You know, you grow out of things. You start to feel like different emotions. You start to see the world differently and stuff like that. And it's okay to like feel like summer doesn't feel the same. It's normal. It's part of the process. With that being said, I hope you get something out of this episode. Fuck, I don't know what you're gonna get out of this episode. I was just, just wanted to yap. Eat good food, drink water, tell everyone in your life that you love them and that you care about them. Take care of yourself. And I'm gonna see you on the next one, hopefully soon. Okay? Bye!